Hello, Kevin here, and I'm outside of St Bartholomew's Church in Rogate, and I've got, they're here, both of them, the team, Cynthia and Steve, they're here. We're going to be doing a walk around this church, but let me just show you this, and it's a memorial on the side of the road. But just here we've got all the names engraved in the side. It looks like we could do with some work being done on the trimming the plants. So we're just walking up now. We're going to be walking around the outside of the church first. We've got these yew trees along the side, but there's the porch to the church, and just up there is the steeple, the bell tower, which is made of wood shingle with a lovely clock face on the side. So let's just have a look, see what we've got. Two big doors on the outside the porch with stone base and a foot scraper. Let's just see, we've got, church is in really good condition. It's under a tiled roof, but as we always find when we're walking around is the buttresses on the church walls or the corners. Got another doorway there which is really interesting. Look at the lovely ironwork on this. Isn't that fantastic? All of this and the studs. Beautiful, absolutely lovely. We've got this really interesting stonework just in here. It almost looks as if there was something there at one time. And also here, you've got like a brick column there each side. It might have been something there at some point. I don't know. Here a little bit further. I know Steve's got some information which I'll be asking him for about the church in a minute. We've got this big east window which hopefully we'll be able to get in and have a look in a minute. Steve, what have you got there for us?
Well, St Bartholomew's Church is situated in the centre of the village of Rogate, which I believe is West Sussex.
Yeah, it is.
And it's been extended over the years. Bits have been added on, but the original part was built around about 1150. But there's been additions in the 19th century, and there was also work on it in the 13th, 14th and 15th centuries.
Oh, right, okay. So we'll just carry on around the outside of here. We've got the cemetery here, which is, there's very little left here at all. We've got a tomb here and one there. We've got, obviously this is for cremations and things like that just there. I've got a big tomb just here. So we're now on the south side of the church. And we've got a stone chimney coming up, which is obviously to a boiler. Got anything else there for us, Steve?
It said until 1874 the timber tower, which is dated about 1330, stood between what are now the two central arches of the nave arcades. In 1874 the church became very dilapidated and dangerous and was extensively rebuilt and extended westwards through to the general external character of the old building was preserved. The timber tower was pulled down piece by piece and rebuilt in its present position within a new stone casing at the base.
Oh, we might be able to find out a bit more about that when we get inside.
Yeah.
So that'd be good. So we've got more buttresses along this south side. We've got, what, 4 or 5? And as I always say in my videos, that it's a sign of possible subsidence. They've got all these buttresses. But of course these sorts of churches and that will probably have no foundations whatsoever. But the tower is quite a big tower, bell tower up there.
Well, it says the tower is the outstanding architectural feature of the church,
Of the church, yeah.
and something of the splendour of the ancient Wealden oaks can be gauged from the size of its timbers.
Yeah. Yeah, as we said just now, we'll be able to find out about now, hopefully when we get inside.
Yeah.
But the windows and the mullions and that all round the windows look really in really good condition. Steve and I are just about to head into the porch now, but I just wanted to show you the porch properly as we go in. These big timbers all around this doors, the entrance as we go in. And we've got this doorway here. We've left the door open so we're not handling it too much. Again, a door with lots of lovely ironwork on there. And here we have some of these interesting marks on the wall. Just here, look, just there. Now, was it atropaic marks?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So we go into the church, into the north aisle. And here we have, let's have a look straight into this. It's very dark in this thing here. I wonder if there's any light switches anywhere so we can lighten this up. We're looking at the bell tower, and it's got 5 bell pulls there. And these are the timbers that Steve mentioned earlier on. These huge timbers, they are absolutely massive. He said the timber's encased in, I think it was encased in stone, a stone shell, Steve, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't, aren't they?
And you can see where each timber pillar, or that post, is supported by this stonework just up here. So we've got these different pictures and that on the walls here, and these frames, and some different, I've forgotten the name of them, plaques. Got the plaques on the wall. So and we've got the font just behind Steve, just here. And it's got this lovely top to it. So what have you got information for us, Steve, about the inside of the church?
Only about a painting that was uncovered, which has basically faded. But after the tower had been dismantled, the wall painting, which had been hidden by one of the uprights, was revealed above the centre pillar of the north arcade of the nave. And it's said that paintings in this position are often of St Christopher, but those who saw this one before it faded believe that it was the Good Shepherd. And apparently only the feet can now faintly be seen above the capital of the pillar.
Oh, right, okay.
But I can't see,
no,
see it at all.
I can't see anything at all. So let's just have a wander down through the central aisle, heading towards the altar. And interesting, on all the pillars, you've got the different plaques on the uprights of the pillars. We've got the arches, we've got three arches on each side. And again, on this church, we've got plain leaded light windows all along the south side and the north side of the church. We're just stepping up now towards the altar, and this magnificent stained glass window.
Yeah, it says of interest are the stained glass windows, that of St Michael and St George in the sanctuary, and of St Catherine in the chapel. So that's this end and that end,
that's
I think.
right. Yeah, they're lovely. I'll get a shot of the other one in a minute. We've got this side. I'm just going to step up into here. We've got this one here, and it says on the bottom, in memory of Charles Norton Game, priest, and of Caroline, his mother. Beautiful stained glass window. Got the lovely cross and the candlesticks on the altar there. We've got the little holes into the walls. And this very interesting seating area with these, I don't know about that. A little bit nervous to touch this, but that's a fabric on the walls there. It's lining the walls in this little alcove. There must be some significance for that, because it's almost as if you're going to have three. It's a seating area for 3 people. Have you got no information about that, Steve? About this?
No, I can't find anything for that.
Right.
But the organ says the very fine 2-manual pipe organ was installed in its present position in 1908 and has recently been extensively refurbished, and it is deemed to be of very good quality.
They're fantastic looking organ pipes, aren't they?
Mm.
And then the actual organ position is directly underneath, as you can see, directly underneath the organ pipes. So the organist is going to be set right back in there. The timbers in the roof are they're substantial, but they're, there's not a lot of it. I think probably looking at the ceiling above the central aisle, it looks as if they've been boarded in, which is a shame, and above the altar as well. It's very unusual to see that, because usually all the timbers are exposed. But it seems quite to me, I don't know about you, Steve, it seems as though it's, I don't know whether plain is the right word, but it's, we've been into many churches, and the walls are not extensively covered in to the side aisles with plaques and things like that. So it's very interesting, but a lovely church nonetheless.
All the plaques seem to be at the end.
Yeah, they do, don't they? That's quite right. Yeah, underneath the bell tower and around by the altar. Oh, I've just noticed there's some side pipes there as well for the organ.
Oh yes.
That's not something I've ever seen before.
I wouldn't want to be sitting there.
No, exactly. That's absolutely right. You get blown away, wouldn't you? But yeah, it's another lovely stained glass window here.
Ah, now this might be. I've just been looking. There's something here about a Jesse window. It says the west window in the tower is known as a Jesse window,
right?
As it depicts the line of succession of Jesus from the stem of Jesse.
Oh, right, okay. Well, this would be this window here then. Oh, yeah, you can see the...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. So that's a lovely little window there, though. But that's the one that I was just talking, you just mentioned there.
And that window was placed by Henry Allen Rolls of Rolls-Royce fame.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, in fact, I've just seen, as you were saying that, I noticed underneath the right-hand window, I can't remember, see what the top it says, something about...
Oh, yeah, Rolls.
Yeah.
1892, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's our trip done around St Bartholomew's
Yes.
of Rogate. So we're off to another church, chapel. No, it's a chapel next, isn't it?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery tour, folks. Anyway, this is Kevin, Cynthia, and Steve saying bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Hello, this is Kevin. Thanks very much for watching the video. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, follow, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that would be great. Thanks very much. Bye-bye. Bye.